How can we use power to influence others?
Although it's easy to confuse power with being the boss, it's much more complex than a position. Being the boss does not automatically give you enough power to get the job done. So what does power really involve? According to French and Raven's model, there are 5 bases or sources in 2 categories. The first group is hard powers, like legitimate, reward, and coercive, that are largely dependent on the individual's position and job description. The second group is soft power, such as referent and expert, and sometimes coercive. These types can be gained through effort and are within the individual's control. So the biggest difference between the two is the source. Hard power comes from the job, and soft power comes from you. Let's look at each one of these and learn how to strengthen them. Legitimate power is the ability to influence others through one's formal job description. This is what we often call authority. For example, the President of the United States is formally and legitimately the leader of the country. Your boss and your professors also have legitimate power in their relationship with you. It's difficult to increase legitimate power because it's out of our control and based on the job, not the person. One strategy might be to take on leadership roles in special projects, or volunteer to lead a small organizational change initiative. Reward power is the ability to influence others by giving rewards in exchange for work. The most obvious examples are things like raises, bonuses, and gifts. Even if our job doesn't give us the authority to give physical rewards, we can still build this type of power using other options. For instance, words of encouragement and gestures of appreciation don't cost a penny, and they go a long way in creating a more positive work environment for everyone. Coercive power is the ability to influence others by applying corrective action and punishments, such as probationary periods and demotions, in exchange for unmet expectations. This type should be exercised with caution. Too much of it will undermine your other sources. When you use it, make sure you apply it fairly and consistently across people and situations. Referent power is the ability to influence others because they like you, they respect, trust, and admire you, and because they have a positive working relationship with you. You can develop this type by expanding your social network and establishing genuine relationships with people, both inside and outside the organization. In addition, being kind, telling the truth, and doing the right thing help us build referent power. Expert power is the ability to influence others because you possess special knowledge and skills. One of the best ways to develop this kind of power is through formal education and certification programs. As a student in this course, you are developing your expert power in your major and in organizational behavior. It's also possible to gain this type by becoming a technical expert in your organization. For instance, you may be the only person who knows how to build a website or set up a network. In this way, you become an asset to the company because you are one of the few who understands something valuable. So find ways to showcase your talents. It's important to recognize that the building of power is not the end goal. The goal is to use the power we build to do good things for our employees, teams, and organizations. So continue developing your bases of power and use your influence to make things happen, which you'll learn about in the next few videos.